So I did work out and I calmed down. I took some pictures on Snapchat tonight before I came to y'all, and I also even brushed my teeth and did some more laundry before I came back on here to read a little bit of that book with you. Um, so I said we were going to do some questions from the inbox for myself. So this is about me that you all have asked questions. This question I thought was cute, so I will answer this one first. Do you feel like Cinderella or do you feel like Rapunzel with your hair? I guess at one point in my life I probably have been a Cinderella. Um, and right now, do I feel like Rapunzel? Probably, but it's a good kind of feeling because eventually I do plan on donating my hair. I'm still in search of finding someone to donate to because I do not believe in giving it to a corporation where they are going to be able to resell the wig to the person in need. I think that's horrible. So if I can find someone in need of human hair, I would gladly donate it to that person. And then if they need it made into a wig, find a corporation that would help them, hopefully not charge them so they can have it made into a wig. Because to me, it's all about giving. If I can give to help that person, then I feel like I've made a difference. And that's what I want to do. Okay, next question that's in the inbox. So, how are you planning to do birthdays and everything in the future? Are you going to be still doing gifts, or what's the deal on that? Good question. Very complicated. Um, I love eBay. I always will. Um, I love to find unique things that brings out personality, that brings out something that's going to remind that person, hey, I took time and to stop and think of you. That's why I got you this. Um, so I think that that's the most important thing, is to make a gift unique and to make it one of a kind, something memorable. So when they look at that and they go, I remember who gave that to me. But at the same time, if they're picky and you don't know exactly what they like, that's when gift cards come in handy. So that's something else I would have to say too. Okay, let's see. Next question here. Sometimes you take pictures on Snapchat, but you do not share them on Facebook. Why has that changed? Excellent question. Main reason that's changed is I'm very self-conscious, and right now I feel fat. I feel um, not worthy of sharing a whole lot of myself on Facebook because it's such a platform for opinions, and opinions sometimes are not always nice, as we've been reading in the book, that social media can drag you down instead of build you up. And that's unfortunate because we're supposed to be friends on there. We're supposed to be support group, right? Give everybody a lift instead of, and be an inspiration instead of being a weight and dragging them to the bottom of the ocean. But that doesn't always happen. No matter how hard you work out, no matter how much time you put into it, there's always going to be somebody who says, oh, she's just doing that for attention. No. Oh, she's never not making any difference and she's eating chips and cookies and all this other stuff. When they really don't know what I've been eating. They really don't know me from Adam, but yet they have an opinion and they feel free to voice it as they have their right to their opinion. It's in the U.S. Constitution or whatever you want to use. Bill of Rights, whatever. But at the same time, I always say, if you can't be kind, be silent. That's my new thing. And so that's one reason I won't post too many pictures on Facebook right now. I may take them on Snapchat, yes, but I'm just self-conscious, and I feel like until I get to where I want to be weight-wise, I may take them over there on Snapchat. If I feel like that they're a good picture, I will share it over there on Facebook. But I am very self-conscious, and I'm very... I'm one of these that I'm my own worst critic, and I will think the worst about myself before I post it out there for the world to literally think the worst about me and then make comments. And that's just the way that works. Next question. Since Temptation Island was not on tonight, you watched a movie. How was the movie, and would you recommend it for other people to watch? The movie I watched was Love on the Sidelines. I've seen it many, many times. It's one of my favorite Hallmark DVDs. And yes, I still have DVDs. I would say it's a great movie to watch. you know, it's a movie about this football player. He gets unexpectedly hurt. And meanwhile, this young lady is looking for a job. And she gets hired on as a personal assistant to be to the football player. And he didn't want a female assistant. He wanted a male assistant right off the bat. They're button heads. And throughout the whole movie, they're button heads. But it's a great movie, and it's entertaining, and there's romance. So there you go. Next question. Skip that one. Next one. Have you put any more thought into what you're going to do for Grandpa's upcoming birthday? Great question. I actually brought it up to my mom for the first time tonight. I said, June's coming up. I've already got Father's Day taken care of, but 3 days later is Grandpa's birthday, and we haven't even really talked about it. She wants to really do a card shower, considering, the Biden keeps saying we all shouldn't gather until around the 4th of July, A. B, we've got some people that probably won't get shot, and they should get shot, and you shouldn't be gathered in large masses if you are not shot. So this is my call to action. Get the shot. Heck, if I can get a shot, you can get a shot, and I don't even like needles, okay? Do it. Cowboy, cowgirl up, and do it. Shut up and put your sleeve up. That's my new thing. Okay. So, do you have enough books for Sunday, or could you always use more books? That's a great question. Any kind of books, whether it's romance books, historic romance, kid books, magazines, I can always use those kind of books. Get in contact with me. You know how to do that by text, by phone, email. You know that we're going up to the Candy Kitchen on Sunday. You know that those books are more than welcome. And the historical romances I'd probably save back for Deb. Any good kind of romances that I haven't read, I might save back for myself. But I would make sure that some of the books would get, definitely the kid books and everything else would get shared with the Candy Kitchen. And I love sharing with them. So make sure that you give. Okay. Next comment or question and concern. Dear Bombshell, oh, that one's a touchy one. I don't want to do that one. Dear Bombshell, since you don't color your hair or use highlight, dear, is that why you want to donate? What's really driving you to donate? I have never been blessed with children, but I have always donated my hair. For the past several years, I've donated my hair. What got me started on it was I wanted to come up with a different hairstyle, and everything I seen in a book was just not flattering. And I talked to a friend that I worked with at the time, and she had told me she always had donated her hair, and that really was like an inspiration for me. I was like, okay, if she can do it, then I can do it. And at that time, I would find, I found various outlets through the 3 times that I have donated. The first time was to Locks of Love. Then there was Wigs for Kids. And then Pantene Beautiful Links. Well, I wish Pantene Beautiful Links was still going, but they're not. And what's spurring me on now is my age, A, and B, I've never been blessed to have a child. And the older I get, the more I see these charities that touch my heart, that speak to my soul, and I feel so moved that I have to give. And I respect St. Jude's, I respect ASPCA, and they got some of my money this time, and one of my friends who had a birthday on Facebook, her charity, I've known her since we worked together at a department store, was the local Humane Society. So those 3 charities got a donation from me. But it should be more than about money. You should find a way to help the charity if you can. And I called and I talked with St. Jude's. They advised me to go through Wigs for Kids. But when I found out that they charged the patient for the wig. That broke my heart. And I was like, I don't want that to happen. I want this to go to a child in need and them to make the wig with no charge because it's a donated hair. So therefore it should be a donated wig that's made with that donated hair. And I picture a mother sitting there with a sick child who's never had hair, maybe. And I seen on YouTube something that was a real driving force behind it was this little girl who got her first wig. And she was like, my hair! This is my hair! And I couldn't stop crying. And I said to myself, I have to make a difference. And it only takes one person to make a difference. Whether it's donated hair, whether it's $10, $20, $5, it doesn't matter. It only takes one person to make a difference. Next question. You are a night owl, but will you be getting up to mow early in the future? My response to that, I should say, I said the other day no, but my mom died laughing, and she goes, no, you will be. And I said, oh, I guess you're right. There's probably going to be times like now when we have rain, and we've had the great debate, me and Grandpa, whether we were going to mow tomorrow or not, because I wanted to, and he said it would be too wet. So it's going to throw us into Saturday. So that's what we're doing Saturday. We're mowing. And we're just hoping that we're able to, This weather is something else. He didn't want me to do it before I go to work, any other time. So I really wanted to do it tomorrow, but he said no. So that's where we're at. Next question. When you mow, do you listen to tunes or how do you mow? That's a good question. I don't listen to tunes. I push mow. And I usually have on my I call it my work outside, don't drive by gear. It's an old t-shirt. My hair is usually in a ponytail of either a country music cap or a St. Louis Cardinals cap. And I usually like to wear capris. So with my old tennis shoes. So it's definitely not I'm out here for a fashion show. I'm out there to work. That's what I'm there for. And I always think that hard work is better for you than sometimes going to a gym, sometimes doing the workout. It can be just as tiring. In fact, when I was younger and I would go to see Dr. Michael, he would say, so after you mow, are you working out? And I said, well, yes. He goes, no. He goes, once you mow, that's your workout for the day. And I used to think that he was insane. I thought, oh, that's just insane. He's lying. Let me tell you, the older you get, you don't want to do 2 workouts. That's why I took that time out. That was in one of the next questions. But did you really have to take that extra day off from working out? Yes. When you're old and you start to realize, hey, I'm not that young to cut the mustard anymore, you got to realize you have limitations. And my health, I've got limitations. So, I'm just realizing how old I am, what my limitations are, and respecting them. And that's what you have to do when you get old. Next question. Do you feel that you are, this is a good question, too old or just old enough to know better or expired? There's days I can be all 3 of those, but I would say it just depends on the day, the moment, and the time that you ask me. Life can get you to the point of feeling down or depressed, but at the same time you have to find that silver lining for yourself and just go, okay, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm going to make the best of it. And I really hope that's what most of you do that watch this channel. You realize, there's going to be dark days, but storm clouds never last. There's a great song by Waylon Jennings and Jesse Coulter, Storms Never Last. And when you feel that depressed, just listen to that song, and it makes perfect sense that, just don't let things get to you, because soon the sun will coax the clouds away and shine again. Just don't sit there and let life be so depressing that it doesn't. Well, that's all I'm going to do for tonight. So right now I'm going to send you off with a fond farewell, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Make sure you're staying 3 feet apart, washing your hands. When you're not washing your hands, you're using your hand sanitizer, you're always wearing that mask. There is no excuse. We are in a pandemic. It has not been declared over. Remember that. And I hope that you have faith, hope, joy, and love in your heart, lots of prosperity, and in the bank and in your heart as well. Remember, it's better to give than it is to receive. The greatest form of payment is 2 words, thank you. And when they say, how can I pay you back? Say, please do something nice for someone else, and just say, thank you as the form of payment. God bless you all. Hope to see you tomorrow.